Hi, I'm Maggie. I'm the person who talks to you in a lot of the videos. Well, not in a lot of them, in every single one. I'm the only person who posts on the Art Magic YouTube channel. Today I'm just going to take you through 3 very short tips that I apply, not every time to my pouring, but throughout my art processes. They're not original, but they're just things that I've gathered along the way, and I thought that I would share them today to help you make the most out of your creative time. Tip number 1. Sometimes I don't want to pour on the whole of my canvas and I want to keep some of the negative space. So I spray paint my canvases, and I do that like the day before, and I don't have to spray paint the whole way around. I do the edges as well as just this part here of the canvas, and leave the middle free because I always cover the middle part of my canvas with paint. And what that allows is for me to have a nice clean negative space, if that's what I'm looking for, to have a natural frame. And it means that there are times, depending on what I'm using or creating, means that I don't have to use as much paint. All of the tips are here right in front of you. Tip number 2 is going to a supermarket and getting these kind of trays that are loaded up with produce in the aisles, and I find them absolutely fantastic to do my pouring in. They're free and they're absolutely replaceable, and the supermarkets that I've approached in the past have always been more than happy for me to collect them. And tip number 3 is a Julie Cuts tip, and that is utilizing doggy training mats as an absorbent tray, particularly if you're doing swipes, because they're very handy to have there, and just to rub your, how after every swipe you need to wipe. This is really, really handy just to run your swiping tool off if you're using plastic, and to reuse your swiping tool immediately. So they're my 3 little tips that we don't often hear about. Oh no, I've got a 4th coming right now. You might have heard about the idea of canvases being a bit saggy or not taut enough. All of these, what I've done, can you hear that beautiful drumming sound? That's simply because I have rubbed water on the back of my canvas, just the tiniest amount, just pretty much that, and rub it through the back like this and let it dry, and it really tightens your canvas straight away. Like I could have poured on this within 3 minutes of doing it. Whoa, look at that domino effect. But by doing that, you're just really getting a nice tight canvas, and that means you're not going to get any sagging paint. These canvases are only 10 by 10, so I don't really have to worry about having a support. But even if you had if you had a bigger canvas like this one over here. Oh, hi Jasmine. If you had a bigger canvas like this one here, that's quite flat. I haven't tightened that. I would still need to put a little bit of support behind there, and I would do that with a bit of cardboard, just to help prevent any sagging of the canvas. Though I must say, since I've been spraying my canvases, they've become a lot tauter anyhow. This is just a student canvas. As you can see, the edges aren't very deep. It's not gallery rated, though it's been gessoed 3 times through the factory, not by me, but then sprayed, and it feels nice and taut. But I still, the way that we pour, we put a huge amount of paint down, and it really does weigh. And people sometimes ask, why has my composition moved upon drying? And I have a look at the before and after photo, and often it is just simply because the canvas has sagged ever so slightly in the middle, causing the paint all to sort of ever so slightly move and create a zigzag within the swipe, or to make the cells look slightly not as round and plump as what they were before. So yeah, I hope that helps you a little bit with your pouring experience. Okay, happy pouring everyone.